I take the Metrolink 5 days a week to downtown. I go to law school out there, so it's it's a pretty safe system for the most part. I was taking the train back on Friday. I took the one that was left an hour and a half after the one that crashed, and the train was a bit empty in the front, and I didn't really know what was going on, and then one of the conductors was saying there was an accident. They didn't really give any details, and I contacted my mom if she heard anything on the radio, and she said it was a pretty bad accident near Chatsworth, and I know what route she was referring to, the blind turn that goes into a tunnel.
On the day of the accident, I was over at school studying, and there was a study session, and I was going to cancel the study session, but then one of my friends talked me into staying and doing it, and so I stayed, and I missed my train, which was the 111 train. It was the one that crashed, so I guess studying is good for you.
With Metrolink, you see the same people every day, and a lot of people I'm sure a lot of people were sleeping, and they were just talking, just relaxing after a long week, looking forward to a weekend. It was just so tragic. It was kind of weird for me to, because I was like, I'm sure I've seen some of those people, because I go 5 days a week, so I'm sure I've seen some of those people on the train. And
it's a little bit scary. It hit close to home, but I'm going to ride the train. It's how I get to school every day, so I'm just going to keep riding.
A little bit afraid, but not too afraid of riding it. You have to move on in life, like people on 9/11. After 9/11, people got on the planes, and people need to get back on the trains and realize, continue with life.
It's an inconvenience, but I understand. It's perfectly understandable that this is happening because they want to make sure everything's safe, clear everything up.
Keep a more cautious eye, but the Metrolink is a pretty safe system. It's very comfortable, nice, comfortable train, and I'm sure that if what the preliminary investigation is actually the case, that was actually the cause of what happened. I'm sure that they'll take even extra precautionary measures, and hoping that something like this never happens again. Because to be perfectly honest with you, when I heard about how it happened, you hear about those things in other countries, two trains on one track colliding. You don't hear about that in the United States of America in 2008.
It was a rough weekend, and that all of our responders were just so immaculate and attentive and responsive and qualified and capable, but now I want to move on, and I want to see activity functioning like it was before. I want to see a train come through here today.